Hey my toy friends, it's me Gaela back with another video, and today is something I promised Rachel at Dolls on the Go a long time ago. I'm sorry it's taken me so long, Rachel, but she wanted to see my American Girl dolls, and I thought since I only have a few, I would just go ahead and do all the dolls that are similar size to American Girl adjacent. So what I had to do, because I own so many dolls, is I had to cut it off somewhere. So what I did was every one that is 15 inches, taller than 15 inches, that was the cutoff. If they're taller than 15 inches, they made the video. If they're not, if they're 15 inches or smaller, they did not make the video. So here are all of my dolls, I think, that are 15 inches or taller. So I'm going to start with my American Girls. First up, we have this one. She is a truly me that I re-wigged. Her hair was really bad. Like the way it looked, she had a short red bob, like someone had cut her hair like a reddish brown bob. And it didn't look awful, but it smelled so bad. And I couldn't get it clean. I couldn't get the awful smell out of it. So I re-wigged her. I bought a wig on Mercari. So she looks a lot like Julie. But yeah, that's my custom girl. And that's my only American Girl. My other ones are Pleasant Company. I'm really more interested in collecting Pleasant Company because that's what I had as a kid. So the next one is Pleasant Company, Samantha, and I bought her on Mercari. Yeah, none of these are white body. She does have the white strings. I just really wanted a Samantha. My sister has her original Samantha doll, and I wanted one too. I actually had Felicity when I was a kid, which I would like to have another Pleasant Company Felicity if I ever find one, but I don't know that I would be purchasing one outright. She's got these little velvet shoes. I think these shoes came on Molly or Julie. So my daughter, they're not in this video because I forgot to grab them, but my daughter has a Julie that I thrifted, and I believe she's in a thrift haul from a while back. Okay, and then we have Molly. Samantha came from Mercari, by the way. And then we have Molly, who I thrifted, and she's had a haircut. But I gave her these glasses from Hobby Lobby and gave her kind of a 60s look. These are Our Generation flats and an Our Generation dress that I also thrifted that she's wearing. And this sweater came to me when Holly sent me that great big box of Cabbage Patch. It was in there. It's actually a Fisher-Price sweater. But yeah, that's my Molly. She is a Pleasant Company, and I was very excited to get her because when I was a kid and I read all the books, Molly was my favorite. Okay, that's it for my American Girls, and I also have one Heidi Ott Faithful Friends doll. It was a similar style line to American Girl. I believe Heidi Ott is a Swedish doll designer, but these came out in the 90s too to kind of compete with American Girls, but they were sold at Target. And this is Ellie from Faithful Friends. And the big difference between them and American Girls is they don't have plastic joints in a cloth body. Their whole body is cloth, and then they have like half arms of vinyl and like 3/4 legs of vinyl. So they have cloth bodies. I have seen someone rebody her onto a Pleasant Company body here on YouTube. So you can search that. This is Samantha's dress, I guess her birthday dress, or I think she wore it to an ice cream party in the story. This dress came on Molly. This is what Molly was wearing when I thrifted her. So I washed this, and I do have Ellie's dress. She's still got her socks and shoes on. But it's burgundy, and that's not a color that I particularly love, so I've just got it stored. But, you know, I have an 18-inch dress if anybody needs it, and I have her original dress if I ever decide to part with her. But I wanted Ellie. She just has such a beautiful sculpt. She's just such a pretty doll. I also have a Bitty Baby, but I didn't think Bitty Baby was the right size for this video. I want to say Bitty Baby's 15 inches. I have my Pleasant Company Bitty Baby Sylvie. Her name is Sylvie because she has a silver eye. Okay, also from the 90s, I have my Magic Addict Megan. These were designed by Tonner. I'm not sure which company produced them. Did I say Megan? This is Allison. I thrifted her. She was pretty dirty. I wasn't able to get all the stains out of her clothes and shoes, but she looks a lot better. She smells a lot better. She's clean now. So I have her, and these are really, really nice quality. I think, I want to say the price point for these was lower than on American Girls, but these are like all vinyl, or it feels harder than vinyl, honestly. But yeah, these are really nice. And I started collecting the books. I haven't read them yet, but I do have them to get to at some point. Okay, and then I also have, speaking of Tonner, I've got Madeline Macabre. You guys know she was a grail for me for a very long time. I can't remember if she was my birthday gift to myself. I think that was Little Miss No Name. I can't remember. I bought her as a gift for myself because I really wanted her for a long time, and this one went for a really good price. So, you know, I love a deal. I'm not just going to buy a doll outright. I have to have a deal. So, yeah, she's my spooky girl. She's got those Wednesday Addams vibes. And I think on her box it says that she lives in an old Victorian mansion and talks to ghosts, which is just perfect. That's Maudlin, and like I said, she's also a Tonner. Okay, and all right, I think she's the most recent one in this group. Like, I think she's the newest one in this video. No, I take that back. I have one Cabbage Patch that's modern, and then the rest are more vintage. Okay, anyway, so I've got Hot Looks Mimi here, and I've got her hair banded down to try to control it a little bit because her hair was wild. I bought her from Melody. I want to say her account is My Vintage Toy Friends. I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about her outfit. I'm really thinking about putting her clothes away and just letting her chill in her bathing suit and her little like kimono jacket, kind of like all my na-na-na. The small na-na-nas are hanging out in their underpants because I think they're cuter that way. But yeah, that's Hot Looks Mimi. I want to say these were made by Mattel in the 80s. Thought she was cool. I really love her eyeshadow. And she's cloth over wire, so she is posable. Also from Mattel, I have this Bedtime Barbie, Goodnight Barbie, Sweet Dreams Barbie. I don't know what her name is specifically, but it's one of the soft Barbies that was supposed to go on your bed, and this is the big one. You know, they made some that were like regular Barbie size, but this is the big one. I want to say 18 or 19 inches. Yeah, she's as tall, almost as tall as an American Girl, so maybe 17. But yeah, she's complete. I found her at a yard sale. She has been washed, but I still have to style her hair. It's still a little bit crazy. Yeah. Okay. Also, some recent thrift finds that I showed that I haven't gotten to clean. This Madame Alexander Puddin' baby doll. She is a big girl. I know she doesn't look like it because, you know, she's a baby doll and she's in like a seated position, but when I measured her, she was like 20 inches. And then also my Gots doll that I thrifted. I don't know her name. She's just my Gots doll. I still haven't cleaned her, but yeah, she's a bigger doll as well. She's bigger than the American Girls to me. Like, she's wider. She might be as tall, but she's definitely wider. Okay, and then we have Chrissy. My Chrissy from the 60s or the 70s. Let's see if there's a year because she is ideal. 68. I've got her hair banded down as well, trying to get it to lay down. Now, this Chrissy belonged to my son's grandmother, my ex-mother-in-law. She was a gift. And over on this wall, you can't see it, but I have her original box. And she had her stored in the box with stocking over her head to keep her hair nice. And really all I had to do, like, I washed her hair, washed her body. She wasn't really dirty. It was just, you know, trying to get the age, I guess. But her eyes had that white film that they get. And Allison at Munica's Poupées, I can't remember the rest of it, her channel has a video where she treats the white mildew on their eyes, and that was very helpful for me. So I did clean her eyes. Yeah, I know Marna recently did a video with Chrissy's, and I was supposed to participate, but we had a family emergency that week, so I didn't get to do the Chrissy video, unfortunately. Okay, and then I also have this vintage doll, carnival doll, mask face doll, whatever you want to call him. This is Davy Crockett, and I got him when I was really into bears here maybe 6-8 months ago. I got him from Cole at Kitschy Flower. You can see his logo's kind of fading off his outfit. I would like to unstuff him, wash him, and while I've got him open, fix this part of his head that's mashed in, and then restuff him with modern stuffing. I know people like to reuse the original stuffing. I don't care about that, honestly. But yeah, when I had collected my country bears, and I was just getting like teddy bears in general, and in the country bears live show, they sing, well, live, you know, they're animatronic, they sing Davy Crockett at one point. So I thought, how perfect, I can get this Davy Crockett and have him with my bears. And then we've also got, this is the modern one, the only recent one, my Babyland exclusive Cabbage Patch Wednesday that I got to reward myself. I can't remember if it was for honor roll. Yeah, I can't remember if I got her first or if I got my soft sculpture, but one of them was because I survived my first semester back at school after being out of school for over a decade, and then jumping in completely online after all that time away. It was rough, but I survived it. And then the other one was because I made the president's list at school. So I treated myself to a nice doll. But anyway, this is Wednesday, and she came from Babyland. This is her second dress that I bought her from the Babyland website, CabbagePatchKids.com. Yeah, she's really special to me, and they're also really big. And then the last one for this group is, oh no, not the last one, sorry. I've got something pretty exciting at the end. So we've got Ernest. He's a tall guy, and I love him, and I try to sneak him into as many videos as possible because he's just so special to me. I loved Ernest growing up. Getting a little emotional thinking about him. Okay. We'll move on so I don't openly cry on camera because I'm good at that. The very last and my biggest doll is my Patty Play Pal. She was a birthday present from my boyfriend last year. I found her on Marketplace, and I was like, will you please, please, please get this for me? And he actually negotiated with the lady that was selling her to get her for half price because she's actually in really terrible shape, or she was when I got her. I've cleaned her, but you can see her hair is still really bad. I was not able to get all the marker off of her arm or the nail polish off of her fingers, but I'm still so glad to have her. Now, she is not from the 50s. This one is an Ashton Drake Galleries reproduction, and I'm not sure what year she was made, but my goodness, these ones are solid. I don't know about the 50s ones if the plastic is thinner, but she almost feels like resin, like Allison. That's what I was trying to think of when I was showing my Magic Attic Allison, was that she feels like she's made out of resin. Oops, sorry. Earthquake. But yeah, this is her. I named her Patricia because her platinum blonde hair made me think of Patricia Arquette. Yeah. I'm glad to have her. Poor thing doesn't get a lot of attention. I don't do a whole lot with her. I had her and I had baby Chrissy to like be her baby sister, and I sold baby Chrissy. But I still have her, and like I said, she was a gift. And she's really special to me. I have her in this vintage Barbie sweater, and these aren't licensed Choki Doki Donutina headband, but close enough. Anyway, that's pretty much what she lives in most of the time. She's got her own little Easter pail that's a peep, and you know, I try to pick up stuff for her. She's got her own little wardrobe, mostly stuff that my daughter had, which is what a lot of my Cabbage Patch Kids have too. It's clothes that were my daughter's that are too small for her now, but like she's got a couple of Lily Pulitzer dresses that were my daughter's that I don't want to part with, and it's really nice because she fits like a 3T for the most part. It's kind of hard with her arms. She's only articulated at the shoulders and the hips, so it is kind of tough dressing her. But for the most part, she wears a 3T, and I think that's a lot of the appeal of these dolls, is that you can dress them in children's clothes. You don't have to have doll clothes for them. But yeah, she's got the sleep eyes. I can see she does need another round of cleaning, even though I feel like I spent a week cleaning this doll. She was just in awful, awful shape. The woman's daughter had played with her, And my boyfriend, poor thing, he really had a bad experience picking her up because the little girl didn't want to part with the doll, even though the woman had it for sale, which is kind of lousy. Like, I don't know, everyone's different. Maybe they didn't have the space, but like the things that I sell in my Mercari shop, they're not my children's toys. My kids don't play with them. I keep them stored separately so that I don't have to experience that. I don't sell my kids' toys. I don't take things from my children to sell. So I don't know. Every situation's different. I don't know the whole picture, but I know the little girl was upset and I felt really bad. You know, it made it hard for me to interact with this doll for a long time. So like I said, she doesn't get a whole lot of attention, but hopefully I can start giving her a little bit more love. Josh, the doll doctor on Instagram, Joshua Matthews, he sent me a link to someone on eBay that sells wigs. And I know there's an account here on YouTube called Florida Doll and Stitch. I want to say they have a video where they re-wigged their Patty Play Pal. So I was thinking about cutting off her hair because, I mean, as you can see, it's like Brat's hair. And this is after I've combed it, after I've washed it. I tried, Miss J Dolls UK, she had a tutorial to smooth out Brat's hair, and it was just so bad, like it didn't really do much. So I'm thinking about cutting off her hair and just getting her a wig. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know what I should do. At one point, Gigi's Dolls, I don't think she has a YouTube. I think she's just on Instagram, but she shared these like, set her down. These like, oops, plastic doll wigs from the 60s. They were like rubber or plastic, and so they looked like molded doll hair, and they were made for children. I would love to get my hands on one of those for her. I think that would look really, really cool. But anyway, I've talked enough. This video, 17 minutes. Props to the ones that are still here. Y'all are the real ones. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my big dolls. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at. I hope you remember that the world is a better place with you here in it, and you matter, and that I like you just the way you are. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!